And good morning to everyone. It is Monday, April the 5th. How are you doing today? I hope all is well. Easter has come and gone again, and what a beautiful day we had. I saw a lot of pictures yesterday of people out doing Easter egg hunts, a lot of family portraits. Glad everyone had a great time. We got to have a little get together at our house as well. It was great just to be able to sit and talk to somebody again. So a beautiful weekend. Hope you had a chance to, out at the Evangel Temple. They had a big event over the weekend. Hope you had a chance to go see that. I'm told it was great. A lot of Easter egg hunts in downtown Meridian went on also. But most of all, we had a great weekend, and by far, it was a lot of fun. Good morning to Dwayne Bounds up and at it today. Also, Robin Morris is up. Good morning to you. Elmer Talbert is watching, also Miss Gail Gafford, and Alicia Fisher is already starting to stir a little bit. I just posted this just a moment ago. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the page this morning or not, but this is one of the breaking stories that come across this morning. And as I look at Twitter, this comes out of Jackson, Mississippi. Someone was driving. This happened around 9 o'clock last night in Jackson, Mississippi. Someone was driving a U-Haul truck. Shots were fired. The driver of the U-Haul was hit. He crashed into a home after being shot, and I believe he passed away from the gunshot wounds. At least he was shot. I don't think he was. No, it doesn't list that he was passed away, but he was shot, crashed into a home. Just starting to look like one of these major cities like Chicago. Every time you see stories out of Jackson, just rough over that way. So keep that in mind. It used to be a big deal from people from here would go Christmas shopping in areas like that, the bigger cities, and it's getting to where you just don't want to go. Sad. So we'll watch that. But had a wreck there from a gunshot wound. No, it says the driver died from the gunshot wound. So correction on my part. This is just horrible. And as you go through any headline that you see in that direction, just one thing after another like that. Just sad that that's even going on in Mississippi, isn't it? But a little different west of us nowadays. Anywho, that's what I was thinking. That's some of the headlines. And speaking of headlines, we've got all this stuff coming up at 8:30 this morning. I hope you'll join me and Candace as we'll go through what's going on nationwide, what's happening locally, and, get you up to date on everything that's happening. I wanted to bring this up for our folks that watch us just a little bit south of the Meridian area that watch from Hattiesburg all the way to the coast. We have a lot of folks that watch in that direction. I wanted to bring up Master Flow Plumbing. They do a fantastic job. If you need something done to your home, they're there for you. Now, if you've got a problem under your home, whether it's concrete or you've got a traditional home with a crawl space, they can get under, re-drill, take out all the dirt, and redo the plumbing. And that does happen from time to time. They'll get in and out and get you back going once again. As you look at this is one of the replacements to the line that goes into the front of a home all the way out. Sometimes that does happen where you have to replace that old clay pipe that's in there. And, of course, the old PVC, after years and years of use, does start to crumble there. As you'll look at, here's a joint that they had to replace in a front yard that caused a major leak. As you go across this, water lines. Again, they can help you from the Mississippi Gulf Coast all the way up to Hattiesburg. Talk to Galen. He'll help you there. Drain specialist. And this is what I was talking about when it comes to your slab. I have been asked this many, many times. Who do I talk to? Well, Master Flow Plumbing can help you with that. A slab leaking is a bad situation, and they handle that. Also, if you need faucets replaced, those leak, wear out after a long period of time, they can replace those. Those are tough sometimes. And also, drain cleaning. If you've got something that's stopped up, they'll guarantee it for 60 days, $125, and there's no charge to come out. Now, a lot of companies will charge you a $100 charge for arriving. There's not. It's a flat $125 to clean out your drains and guarantee it for up to 60 days. Not bad at all. Master Flow Plumbing, again, as Mississippi Gulf Coast, whether you need a water heater replaced up to Hattiesburg, toilets fixed, it's Master Flow Plumbing. They're licensed and insured, got 36 years of experience. Talk to them today. Call them at 228-870-0471. They'll help you there with that plumbing. Always a serious thing going on with that. Well, right now, as we begin our day, we're sitting at 47 degrees. Now, later today, that temperature is going to climb all the way up to 78, so it's going to be a warm day. As we go to radar this morning, absolutely clear here across the southern states as we look at from Texas, Louisiana, all the way to Georgia, absolutely no rain, what we've got here. Now, we go out near Waco, we start seeing some fog this morning, some areas of this if you're going to be out in the College Station. Been there many times in Bryan, Texas. out here northwest of Houston. We've got some fog, but other than that, fine. You have to go back over into Santa Fe, New Mexico here to get into a fire watch warning, and some well around Amarillo. They've got also the watch as well, but nothing close to our area, so it's looking good. Now let's think about what's going to be coming up later this week as we get into Wednesday. Got a chance of severe weather moving in on Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. We'll look at that closely here in just a second. Let's pull up now and see what the National Weather Service tells us as we roll in today. We go back to, when was this? 1988. It was a warm day. 91 degrees set on this date, and 87 just the year before. It was 29 degrees on this date. We're far from that today. Not going to make a record high or low, but boy, those are drastic changes. As we look at today, as I said, perfect weather, sunshine, and let's see, 78 for us all the way across Mississippi. As we jump across that state line to Alabama, it looks like Demopolis will have 78 all the way up through Tuscaloosa, and you get on over to Auburn, 75 as well also. So great weather, nothing bad at all. This is where things will change on Wednesday night, and this is those storms that come in right at dark 30, as bad as you hate to say it. They're listing this as late Monday evening through the overnight hours through Thursday. As we pull this up from the National Weather Service, it has the Meridian area sitting at a 2 at this point. Now, this was released earlier this morning at 4:30 is what the National Weather Service has listed. This takes in all of Lauderdale, Newton, Neshoba, Kemper counties, Winston, all the way up through Macon in these areas here, including Atala also. We'll watch this. We are still, in reality, 3 days away from the weather event coming in on Tuesday night. But keep this in mind. This is those that come in at after dark. It does have the risk of severe weather, damaging winds of 60 to 70 miles an hour, hail, and you cannot rule out tornadoes involved with the storm. As always, I'll be here to watch it. Now, as we jump across that state line, we look at Alabama. Demopolis, all the way York, Alabama. Y'all are going to at a 1 at this point if what the National Weather Service has listed for right across the state line. Could this change in between now and then? Yes, and as Alabama listed, a possible brief tornado would be possible as well there, winds of up to 60 miles an hour. And again, we're a few days out from this, and we'll watch it closely as it comes closer. Let's go back to radar and pull up our severe weather of what is predicted for today. As we pull this out, I clicked the wrong button there. That won't work. As we look at today and go back to radar here, it's showing that the severe weather is going to be up in Minnesota, these areas here across Nebraska, all across in Wyoming, but the concentration will be Minnesota today. As we jump ahead and we move into, let's see here, severe weather for tomorrow, we pull this down and this moves a little bit south. Let's see here. Something turned off, didn't it? It did. Yeah, it moves a little bit further south, and we get into Kansas, Missouri areas. Kansas City will be the place that will get the thunderstorms then. And as we move toward day 3 and move this across, we start showing that this moves into the Mississippi area, Memphis, also a little bit of Louisiana will be involved in this. Now, again, this is subject to change because we're several days out, as always. It could get a little stronger. It could get a little weaker. But at this point, still a 2 for our area, and we'll watch that closely to see if that stays at the 2 or moves back toward the 1. But I never like those that come in after dark, and that's what we're really looking at for this weather event that's coming up on Wednesday night. So more to follow up with this storm as it nears the Mississippi side. Now let's turn and see what's going to happen over the next 7 days. What is all lined up for us as we pull this up. As we look forward here, as we got today, 77 to 78 for a high. Nighttime low tonight, 50. Not bad at all, is it? Tomorrow we'll get right at 80 degrees, 79 with a low of 57. As we go on toward the rest of the week, we got that chance of severe weather here on Wednesday leading into Thursday morning, and by Friday we'll hit 80 degrees. Wow. And as you see, we've got slight chances of rain through the weekend here, 30% on Saturday and 20% on Sunday. So it's in there. Hopefully you got a chance to get your grass cut on Friday of this past week before it got all rough like there. Still a chance you got a heavy lawnmower to where it gets stuck easily. Let's go ahead and jump out there and see what it's going to look like through mid-April. As we glance at this, we're still holding steady at upper 70s and nighttime's lows not getting below the 50s at all. Majority somewhere between 53, 54 for the average if you were to divide that out through April the 19th. So we've got a good-looking month ahead of us. Now, is there a chance of severe weather? Yes. As always, if you go back and historically, April is our biggest month for severe weather. We've got April, May, and June, April being the highest, next coming May, and then dying down to June before you get into all this tropical weather. But tornadic activity strong in the south in these spring months. I'll be here to watch it every day. 24/7, we'll be on top of this, making sure that you know exactly what's going on with the weather and well, that you're informed with it. Want to say a few more good mornings there to Charlotte Gray watching this morning. Thank you. We appreciate that. And Janice Bounds is up stirring a little bit also. Sylvia Stewart, how are you? Glad you're doing well there. Again, nippy right now as we start our day, 47, but it will get a whole lot warmer before it's all said and done. We're looking at that 48. I've mentioned this before. If you live in this area, well, I'm sure you've heard of this name. You've seen signs sitting around, Snowden and Company Real Estate. They're here, and they want you to call them for the next time you get ready to sell your home. They're looking for homes now to offer. Call them. They'll get you the absolute most that can be gotten for your home. They'll negotiate it out, put your home on the market. Been a lot of sales lately, people looking for homes to move this time of year. See them. Give them a call at 453-3937. Let them do all the hard work for you, get it all figured out there. Personalized customer service for you from start to finish. Amanda will make absolutely sure her entire team. Comparable market analysis. Important to have that, to know what homes are going for around you. They'll do all of that. And, well, hands-on coordination with it through it all also. Here's a home that they've got listed right now. You can see that. And they specialize in homes in the Lauderdale, Kemper, Newton, Neshoba, Clark County areas. So if you've got a home in these areas, talk to them. Here's another one there. Just plenty of homes to choose from. If you're looking for a pond, they can find you a home that has all of that. And, of course, the closing, making it as effortless and smoothless the day of it, making sure everything's, all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, as the old saying goes there. This is Amanda. See her. She's a designated seller and representative, certified real estate negotiating expert. She does a great job located on Poplar Springs. Give them a call. That's Snowden and Company Real Estate. They'll do everything they can to make sure that your day is good. Now, on the way, I've got Candace joining me at 8:30 this morning. We'll go over everything that's happening in the Meridian area. And, again, we have to say great job to the Meridian Police Department for what they did this past weekend of arresting and capturing the suspect that was taken into custody without incident in the murder investigation in the Philadelphia area. As you go back and look at headlines here, they, along with the K-9 unit and the Special Ops unit, went in with the U.S. Marshals. This gentleman was hiding in the Meridian area. He's wanted in connection with the Desmond Davis murder. The Meridian Police Department got him without incident. So a thumbs up to the Meridian Police Department. He's been transported back to Winston County along with the other two individuals that were tied in with this murder that happened in Philadelphia not long ago. So great job to MPD. We do appreciate that. A few of the stories is happening this morning as we begin Monday. So let's keep our hopes and prayers that this is a great day. Don't y'all hope so? I do. Let's see. Denise Covington said it's time to put the electric blanket away. Possibly. I don't see anything for the next 20 days that drops below 50. It depends on how cold-natured you are. Yesterday afternoon, I saw a couple of people on my back porch sitting with a blanket. A little chill there. It wasn't too cold to me, and I'm on that medicine now that's supposed to make you cold. But it's kind of up to you. But 50, if you're cold at 50, I wouldn't put it away just yet. That's my response to that. How'd I do? Hopefully I answered that correctly. Again, join me here in just a little bit as Candace will be joining me at 8:30 this morning for all your headlines. And I appreciate you getting up and being part of this with me this morning. Again, right now, 47 degrees, so if you're chilly, go out and warm your car up before you head off into the wild blue yonder and face today. We'll be back here in just a little while. Thanks for stopping by and spending a few moments with Scotty Ray's Weather. I'll see you shortly here in a few moments.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by